What's up everyone, Brandon here with Wake Productions, so welcome to my coverage of the second race of the Premier Streetcar Association's Rocky Mountain Summer Series, specifically the XDR class. Quick note for those who may be new, this race is a heads-up 8th mile format, and the class is built around the 275 radial. I'll leave the class-specific rules in the description. For the series followers, the 8.5 Outlaw class has actually been dissolved due to a low car count. The racers mostly migrated to XDR as 235 is going to be way more restrictive and they'd essentially be having to redo their setups to go slower, and that's just weird. As a result, the field has become even more competitive as racers who already were fast on the 8.5s will be taking out weight and adding power to their rides on a bigger tire. The payout has also been consolidated from 8.5 to XDR, so the bigger pot will go to the winner. And for series points, it looks like the 8.5 points won't directly transfer over to XDR, and as that could be a touchy subject, I'm just going to leave it alone. Now, starting off on a new section, this is the pre-race Carnage report. So Thea struggled hard in race 1, and it turned out much of it was due to the car's new air-to-water intercooler leaking. The car did well in the World Series of Pro Mod, taking multiple trips into the 460s and the 165 mph range, but the team was starting to see some oil contamination during the event, so although unconfirmed, I imagine it was withheld from running 1 week later until they can find the cause. Paul suffered a transmission issue during the World Series of Pro Mod. The team did an insanely quick teardown between rounds, but the car ended up not performing to its potential. Despite this setback, they were able to make today's event. So Tyler ended up damaging his 4L80 transmission during the World Series of Pro Mod and unfortunately was unable to get the repairs done in time and was unable to make the event. Now if you look in the right lane, you'll see John's turbo giving up on him. It was surprising as the unit is still pretty new and unfortunately the damage kept him from competing. So Johnny ended up breaking his transmission's input shaft during World Series of Pro Mod. Fortunately, his team was able to get it fixed and running within a week's time to get him back in the game. And last but not least is Josh and his twin-turbo V6 rear-wheel drive Honda. I'm not Honda literate, but it looks like his combo is an open-deck motor and they are attempting to reinforce the water jackets with an epoxy, but the cylinder walls are still cracking. He unfortunately was unable to make the race. The racing started off at a warm 88 degrees with overcast skies, which fortunately kept track temps in line. Now density altitude was right around 92 to 9,300 feet, but at the end of the event it brought temps down to around high 70s and the density altitude in the 8,800 foot range. Kicking off the first round, we have Jay in his nitrous-assisted big block Chevy Camaro. He was a previous 8.5 competitor, and the last time we saw him, he happened to have a nitrous backfire, or at least what appeared to be a nitrous backfire, that kept him from victory against Lance at the Pro Mod race. In the opposite lane, we have Paul with his Pro-Charged small block Ford-powered Fox. Next up is Brandon McBride in his 481X twin-turbo right-hand drive Skyline. Brandon was the winner of the XDR class at the World Series of Pro Mod event. His competitor is Mike in his turbocharged 8.2 deck small block Ford-powered Fox. Mike was an 8.5 competitor. And here we have Johnny in his nitrous-breathing 750 cubic inch Denny's Racing engine-powered 79 Corvette, and his competitor is Jason Gonzalez in his twin-turbo big block Chevy Camaro.
There you go, 42.
The left side of the screen is Andrew Osborne in his Fortec-assisted 388 cubic inch small block Ford-powered Fox. Andrew was an 8.5 competitor. His opponent is David in a nitrous-assisted 572 cubic inch big block Chevy-powered 68 Camaro.
Andrew Osborne says, "Welcome to the class."
In the Fox is GJ. His build is a twin-turbo billet LS combination, and he was the #1 qualifier. He is racing against Sonny in a pro-charged small block Chevy-powered 72 Nova.
With a 1.
Wow, that's
171.
the quickest of the weekend. How about that?
Oh my gosh.
Up next is Aaron in his turbocharged C5 Corvette. I wish I knew more about this build, as it is one sweet ride. He is racing Ryan Scully in his turbocharged 1989 small block Ford-powered Fox.
Of the weekend at a 473, so Aaron Ginn.
On the right side of the screen, we have Jenny Boyd in her single-turbo LS-powered Fox, and she is racing Derek Cooper, a former 8.5 competitor, in his pro-charged small-block Ford combination.
And it's Derek Cooper. Jenny slowed down to a 515, and Derek Cooper goes on.
This is Joey in his 98mm turbo-assisted 351-based small-block Ford-powered Fox. He was last year's XDR champion on a 10mm smaller turbo. He is racing Krusty, a former 8.5 competitor who is running a nitrous-fed BES 582 cubic inch big block 81 Malibu. On the right side of the screen, we have Darce in his 65 Olds 442. I believe his combination is a 400 cubic inch small block with a 94mm turbo, but that could have changed. He was at one point an 8.5 competitor. The opposite lane is William in an 82 Cutlass. I believe his combo is a pro-charged big block Chevy around 500 cubic inches.
So 9 cars left. We got 4 pairs, 1 signal. Signal on starting line right now.
We need you to the lanes. Joey gets the win. 459, 163. How about that?
That right there is almost the quickest pass in XDR history. It is Joey's career best. So how about that? How about...
It turns it into a round win.
And there it is. Not a whole shot win, but pretty close. Would have been a whole shot win.
that situation. Aaron is going to get the win.
So even though you see TJ's win light on, TJ does not win. He will be disqualified for going across the line, and Aaron Ginn, as I see his crew getting a little pretty happy right there, Aaron Ginn goes to the next round.
I love this machine. By the way, see Andrew Ross. Andrew does not put here.
Career best for Jason Gonzalez, 479. I'm pretty sure 483 could be career best for Andrew Osborne as well. But
Lanes, please. Street import. We need to the zip lanes, please. Gonzalez, 5'11", 144.
it looks like Jason is kind of, just drove.
Side by side, 470, 168 miles an hour. McBride also had to jump on the line and picks up the round win. Kingville. 458.9.
So a career best, but not the record on the mountain.
Oh, we missed it by what? 5 thou?
Yep. And Darth Law.
Nothing, no data. Maybe that'll work. .458.6. He moves closer and closer to the fastest ever run here on the mountain.
How about a 474 for Jason Gonzalez? He did exactly what I said he was going to do. That's his quickest pass ever on the mountain. Jason wanted to make sure that, he, that
That's what they wanted. Nice speed race. Yeah, nice rubber laid down by Bo. So the smoke will clear. They'll throw these cars in reverse, bring it back, Randy McBride. Mercy lane. The watch will go 458 forward. I tell you what.
Joey's been waiting a week for this. Congratulations, Joey Campbell, three-time champion here in Magna Fuel XDR. Big right Mac Tools. What a weekend. He had the quickest car on the property this weekend, and he got the W. So congratulations to the Campbell team.
Alright everyone, so that wraps up my video. The 235 class and the Outlaw 10.5 class should be up sometime next week. I'm going to be heading out towards Los Angeles here for the next couple days for work. So with that being said, you guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.